Hello, everybody. This is Mike Mikeworth with Venture Call, and I have the privilege of talking to Caleb Kelso, who is the president-elect of the Student Council for GymNet High School. And Caleb is a sophomore, getting ready to go into his junior year, so it's kind of unique that as a sophomore he was able to be voted in as the president as a junior for next year. And Caleb is a graduate of the Ice House program that we had last summer. And so I just had a few questions that I was going to ask Caleb about his whole process of becoming the president-elect of the student body. So Caleb, in the first chapter of Who Owns the Ice House, the topic was choices. And tell us why you made the choice as a sophomore to go ahead and run for president of Student Council.
Well, throughout high school, really, coming into high school, I was just, from Ice House, I saw that really the main thing was to really look for a need and to find a way to really fill that need. And especially in high school, there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people want stuff to be done but end up not getting it done. So I thought I might as well take a crack at this and do my very best, see if I could get something done.
Well, what were some of those things that you felt like the student body wanted to have done that you felt like that you could go after yourself?
Well, a big thing was for them was food. I mean, for high schoolers, food is pretty important.
Okay.
So, yeah, and a lot of, thanks to some recent government regulation stuff, they took away a lot of outside business food, which the kids were obviously not very happy about. So one of the things that I promised to do was at least talk really to figure out and at least get started the conversation of possibly bringing those businesses back in, because it was good for everybody.
Very good. Very good. Well, obviously, to gain the support, and plus I understand that this was your first year at GymNet High School, so to gain the support of the other kids of your classmates to actually run a campaign and so forth, one of the other lessons in Ice House is all about community, the people that you hang out with and the impact of community. Can you talk about that just a little bit as to how you went about garnering the support of so many people to be voted in?
Well, coming into a new school is definitely very different. I was able to, with help from my parents, it was decided that I should try and do football for one more year, my high school year, to allow me to get to know people better and to be put directly into the main atmosphere of what we call GymNet America.
Okay.
And really working out with my soon-to-be classmates and coaches during the summer months was just lots of fun. I mean, I think they mainly I went in there wanting to show them that I was different and that here's somebody you can rely on and trust, and that I'll work hard 110% of the time in and out of the classroom. And I think since everybody looks for somebody to look up to kind of become that, I think they were kind of drawn to me in that sense and saw the Lord displaying himself through me.
Very, very interesting. Thinking back about the story of Uncle Cleve, I know it's been some months since you looked at that probably, but what lessons were in there that really stood out to you, helped you to have more of that entrepreneur mindset, to sort of step out in faith and take a risk to offer your services? Was there a particular lesson in those 8 life lessons that stood out to you that way?
Yes. It was mainly his lifestyle, really, it really caught on to me to see that here's somebody else that lived besides me that went out and decided I'm going to be different from everybody else, and that I'm going to find what people want their needs and go and fulfill that and be the best that I can be.
Good. I noticed you mentioned. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One of the things that you did mention is you talked about being reliable, and I think one of the life lessons that we talk about with the story of Uncle Cleve that would characterize him best was his reliability.
Yes.
You know, that he said what he's going to do and he did what he said.
Yes, and especially how in that time period with lots of segregation issues and such, I mean, he was poor, he was mostly uneducated, and as I said, in a very segregated environment, yet he was still greatly able to really affect his community and give them something to be proud of and in a way to look up to. And that had greatly inspired me to become that way.
Really cool. Well, as you looked at those 8 life lessons, and of course you'll be taking office after you return to school next fall. Out of those 8 life lessons, which one do you think that could potentially be the biggest challenge for you as you step into your responsibilities as president of the student body?
I think of those life lessons, I saw that the hardest thing will be the lesson action, actually taking action and getting it done. Because in our student body has kind of been, laziness has kind of been rooted into it, and trying to buck that system and get to where we're actually doing stuff again will be a challenge for me and a challenge for the student council to do again.
Very good. Any other comments or anything you want to make about the experience of the Ice House program?
Well, I think it was just great to, it really opened my mind to a new perspective, and to see a new perspective was, especially in that time period, was just great and mind-blowing to see.
Very good. Well, Caleb, we wish you the best, and you have a great summer off, and get all geared up for your new responsibilities, and thanks a lot for your time.
Sir, thank you.
Okay.